online coaches.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's
Sadia Khan, you've been a naughty person.
Yeah, honestly, like even beyond her, there's so many online coaches these days, which just honestly, like they live very hypocritical lives. To be honest,
I don't even know what to say to that because it's true. They live very It's perception. It's like you. I mean, again, I think like they don't have strong values on who they are. They don't know who they are. That's the issue.
by they, you're talking about online coaches.
Online coaches, yeah, they don't know who they are.
Well, by the way, this is not to say all online coaches are bad, but
99% of them are ass.
Majority of them. Yeah.
I've learned more about life wisdom from Tim Dillon.
He's not even trying.
So I'm saying, like, I've learned more about. No, seriously, like, just he's like, I don't know. I don't want to go on a tangent, sidetrack what you were saying before, but like, I will say, like, I've been a huge advocate for this guy over the last 2 years, like, massive advocate. And I think during treatment, if I was to look for humor and what I'm just tapping your leg, sorry.
No.
If it was humor, like what I wanted to get through was like what helped me get through treatment as well was humor, I would say. So sort of answering back to that first question you asked me, like what really helped you? Well, those were things where the fun things as well, like humor, being my old self, funny, and comedians, big time, like Tim Dillon show, like all his episodes in the past, I was like, I'll replay all these episodes again. So very helpful. I was sitting in that clinic listening to his episode 300 with Ray Calm, the bonus. Like I've subscribed to his Patreon, but no, like genuinely, I think I've learned more about life from him. I've learned about life from him than I would from online coaches. Because like you got to listen to the show because you learn it's peak human behavior at times and the stuff he goes on and about. And sometimes it might be rubbish. I don't care what people say, but I think you learn more from people like that in a way as well. Like, I mean, I'm not saying they give the most perfect life advice. I'm saying you take away, like you think about it a bit more and you go, okay, like that's interesting. But no, I would say I've learned more about life. I've learned more about life than I would from online coaches. Like Sadia Khan sitting there going, the psychology of women is that they would do this and they would do like, whilst you're literally banging a married guy, like you're a side piece to a married guy, and then you brag about it on a phone call, like, come on, dude. Like you're charging $8,000 to like thing. Yeah. We can't get sued. You can't sue someone that's going to just finish cancer, dude. Like, I dare you, sue me. Like,
yeah.
I'm not defaming her, but sorry, yeah.
No. Like, I think like even just beyond her, there's a couple of other examples out there I wouldn't really mention too much, but it's just like when there's a lot of like these dating coaches. I would say they are the biggest red flags. Like honestly, this is a red flag. If you're going to a coach who hasn't had a successful relationship, marriage, right? In 10 years. They're not even in a relationship, right? And they don't even have kids or a family. So they don't understand the concept of family. And you're seeking advice from them, bro, that's a red flag. You gotta get out. You're wasting your money. Like you if you want dating advice or something like relationship advice, go to people that are actually been in relationships for more than 5-10 years and actually married or actually have family. They know what a relationship is. They've been living with that person for like a decade. They've gone through like good and bads. They don't probably post on social media every single day, like showing their perfect lives because they know it's not like that. Yeah. And they obviously, and for them to have kids, because giving birth and going through that process, even as a man, like seeing all of that, I think that is where you actually really become a man. Like when you really step up, is like when you witness that. It's like when you witness that and you go through that, you have to really step up and really look after your wife and everything like that. So it's like that, I would say, is like if you've surround yourself with those people like those instead of seeking advice from some person who hasn't been in a relationship at all. Yeah. Or is just not even married.
See, I think that was a flag because
that's hypocrisy right there.
Yeah, 100%. Like, and yeah, like you wouldn't go to a butcher and say, give me vegan food.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's what
You want to
it's
go to a
like.
vegan, ask, give me
And
meat.
meat, you know, it depends what the meat you're looking for. But the meat, yeah, you know, you don't go to a doctor. Wait, no, we can't even draw comparisons because my brain's not firing right now. But yeah, you're right. Like dating coaches. I mean, there's also coaches that like life coaches
Yeah,
that
like
have probably not gone through much adversity in their lives, but probably read a few Tony Robbins books and call themselves experts, or read David Goggins' "You Can't Hurt Me" 10 times and mastered every quote and go, yeah, well, let me become a life coach. No. Like, you know,
yeah, I agree.
yeah, the people like that exist. And coach, like, it shows you how fragile people are. If you need a coach to get you through things, then you are like, I don't want to say it, but just like it's just like I don't like. There's no necessity for it. You're better off trying to do things yourself and failing quick and learning from it than paying someone money to teach you how to do something. There are certain times where you have to seek that level of advice for certain things. You provide that on your own development, right? Like, for example, if your career development, you know, if you want to pay for a certification that's going to get you somewhere and they're going to teach you how to code or things, that's different. You know, some people's learning abilities are different. So people learn very differently. They might learn if someone's on their ass 24/7. You might have a coach for bodybuilding. Those are things that you probably like. You need guidance on, like expert guidance on people that know what they're doing. Dating, like, what are they going to tell you? Life coaches, what are they going to tell you? Like, and the biggest cop out I hear from people is like, you know, I shouldn't have to go through bad things in life. No, you have to go through bad things in life. That's what makes life life. Idiot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are so protective of like having the good times in life. And I'm not being a pessimist. I don't want to be pessimistic about it. Like, I've just gone through 6 months of treatment, you know, like, and those were the bad times, but there were good times in that in between as well. Like, it was a roller coaster. Like, it just happens. Like, that's just like how life is, you know, and can't expect everything to be perfect. But, you know, I think we should troll a dating coach. Like, we should hit up a dating coach and just fling them with like 100 questions. But I don't think people expected it from Sadia Khan. But bro, like that's wild.
That was next level.
Respect, bro.
Yeah.
She scammed us. She played the perfect scam and she did it well.
Yeah,
you know, like I'll give her respect for that. You thought like no seriously. Like she scammed so many idiots out of their money that like good on her. Like where's the lie on that? Respect to her. Well, you've made a mockery out of people. You know, you made a mockery out of idiots, and that's fine. You've done your job. You know, but again, how is that like? But the perception part of it, right? Like the hypocrisy part of it. So,
yeah, it's incredible how much she lied about things. Even her credentials are all just apparently like all just.
Oh, she was peak
it's
fake. She's
crazy,
done peak fake business here.
It's crazy.
She's done peak
Crazy,
fake
but-
business here.
But yeah, I think like look, I don't think there's any issues with a mentor. Having a mentor, there's
Very different.
very different. Like, but see, there's a reason why you have that. Like, it's either business or bodybuilding or something. They're trying to improve an aspect of your life. In terms of relationships and stuff, I'll be honest. Like, you just have to accept rejection. I think people aren't okay with that. You just have to accept it. Like, you're gonna be rejected by people. You just have to be okay with that, and that's how you're gonna learn about yourself and people. That's like literally that's the advice that I'd give. Like for people in
Pay
general.
this guy $5,000. Pay this guy $5,000
Bro,
right
you
now.
honestly, you just have to be okay with rejection. Like guys are thinking about all these like psychological tactics and like trying to win girls or whatever. Bro, like it's not. You're gonna attract a girl who's gonna play games with you if that's how you're playing it. Like honestly, do you want to do that for the rest of your life?
No.
but like that's the thing is it's like we overcomplicate. It's like over engineering. Like you're trying to find the exact words, the exact script, the exact like identity you're trying to grow.
Why? Because guys are just logical.
Yeah.
We're too logical. Everything in our head is logical. Everything is logical. There's no emotions. And that's what I said earlier. Like logically, you'll think people will not betray you. People will not do this. People will not do that to you because you're going through this. That's very logical thinking. The moment emotions are involved, the moment self-interest is involved, the moment people's emotions and stuff are involved, it's a very different case. It's engineers that tend to struggle though, because they over-engineer. Get it? No, I'm joking. Well, you're an engineer. Sorry, I forgot. Look, I just you're right, and like I said, pay this guy $5,000. You know, that's what you got to do. You know, so. But you're right. People, I don't think some people have heard the answer no. That's the thing.
Not enough times, probably.
And I think part of like I like how you talked to them about mentor. Like a mentor will let you fail. And will want you to fail in that process as well. But it's how they guide you after you failed is important about a mentor as well. Like, and I'm not saying a mentor will set you up for failure. That's not what I'm trying to say. A mentor will, you know, give you the best, like, provide you with an overall view of what things will look like, for example, or share their journey, or share their experiences, or share little things that you could do to improve. But you can't be, they don't like my experience and my perception of mentor is that it's not about perfection. It never is about perfection. It shouldn't be about perfection because at the end of the day, humans are imperfect. If you're perfect, like there's no perfect things to anything, right? Like we've made such, cancer treatment is a massive one. We've made such great progress over the last 100 years. I would actually, no, not even that. Last 5 years, we've made incredible progress. But we've made incredible progress on so many different types of cancer treatments. It's still not perfect. You know, there's still a process of it to get better and better and better. And I really hope in the next 10 years with AI, new research, new information, advancements, charity, whatever it is, that's going to get better over time. You know, so sorry, I've got hiccups, but like a mentor will, you know, a coach will try to perfect things. And you know, they'll, again, like I'm not like from that perspective, dating coach, they want to perfect it. You can't individuals, but they fail to realize like individuals are so unique. Everyone is so different. Everyone's personalities are very different. You and I are very different people. Do you know what I mean? Like and there's nothing wrong with that. You know, compared to how I'd be with like, for example, you'd be with my mom, or I'd be with your mom, dad, parents, family, relationship, brothers, sisters, friends, like I said, family, cousin, whatever it is. We're all different people. We all have very, very unique things to us that makes us us. How do you work that out with people? You can't coach people on that on dating. You can't. You just can't. Anyways, we'll put up the bank details through, and if someone's taking that as the rejection, please transfer this guy $5,000.
No, it's too funny. Actually, speaking of that as well, I think the reason why, because like I have a different perception on like teachers, mentors, and coaches.
Yep.
I feel like with the whole online coaches, I think it's caused the wrong perception of what coach really is. I think a lot of those online coaches are just teachers. Because a teacher, like the way I sort of distinguish it is, a teacher just tells you information. They just tell you what it is. They just give you a whole, you know, university lecturers, like high school teachers, they're just giving you the what. Like, this is all the information, that's it. The mentor tells you how they do things. So they show you how they do things or how they would do things and how you can probably approach it. But a coach, like an actual coach, not some coach that's like a 20-year-old has never had any experience, like an actual coach will actually guide you to find your own path to be able to do whatever it is that you want to do. Because like, for example, bodybuilding coach, like I know some people that have gone through a bodybuilding coach. What they do is they actually try and understand your personality, what you like to eat, what you like to do. They're trying to study and understand more about yourself, and they try and tailor a plan particularly for you. So they try and personalize it. That's what a coach actually does.
Yep.
So that's how I view it, and I think like that's what it really is. In things about relationships and stuff, yeah, you can't. There's some things you just can't be coached.
Because there's no objective to it. Like objectively, people know you've got to be kind, you've got to be good, you've got to be all this to your partner, right? That's how a good relationship works in general.
That's like human
nature. That's human nature in relationships. Not even between a man and a guy and a girl.
Yeah.
What if the girl's a psychopath? The guy's a psychopath. What if he's a sociopath? What if he's like needy? What if he's desperate? What if he's this? Like, how do you do like? What if he's attachment issues? What if he's anxious? What if he's depressed?
It's complex.
What if he's schizophrenic? What if he's like? There's so much to it. So much to it. Humans are not simple things. We're not.
Yeah.
We're really not. We're the most complicated flesh and bones of things that exist with different organs and cells and blood and all these different types of things. Like seriously, like I've said things too many times, but no, seriously, like, but you know what? You appreciate a good scam. like seriously, like you can't help but appreciate a good scam because it's like, man, and you know what? And the dangers of it is, and man, the beauty of it is, you've done it for long, like you've run it for a while, right? Because usually scams are quick and in and out, right? You're done in like 3 months, 4 months. Scam, get your money, get out, right? Done. She's seen her, like I've seen this person on everything for like 4 or 5 years, at least. She's done a podcast with Mike Thurston.
That's where things really took off.
Yeah.
After that,
So she played it well. She's like, let me find someone that's well known, speak about relationships and what I know, what I've learned from books and stuff and whatever it is, or played it like a fiddle. Like, you can't, like, to run a scam for that long, man, well done. But but it shows the power of the internet as well. Like, for the internet not to, like, everyone just believing her for so long is interesting, because it just shows you that some people just should not be given a platform at all. And I think I said in the last episode, and let's use the wrong word, and I will edit it out when I get it. But no, I think we've made idiots famous. We made the idiots famous. Like, again, I don't want to go on this rant, but yeah, we made the wrong people. We're giving too much attention to the wrong people, I find. I think I vented about it last episode, right? Like, people just, it's the comparison aspect, You start, like, is your things meant to inspire people, or is it meant to
condescend
or demotivate people? Or is it meant to make people feel bad about themselves? Everything that I speak about during my treatment and post-treatment, and I hope people take it that way, is sort of an inspirational thing. It's not to, my intention is not to make people feel bad about themselves, unless you're not going to the gym, or unless you're not making healthier choices for yourself.
Unless you're not looking after yourself.
Unless you're not looking after yourself, because I'm a clear example of someone that probably didn't make the best choices in their life in terms of their health, right? I'm not going to say that I was a smoker or anything like that. The thing with cancer, it's genetic freak, right? But I asked myself, could I have done more workouts? Could I have been in a healthier way? Could I have done better with my diet? Could I have done this? Could I have done that? Those questions are irrelevant now. But you do ask yourself those questions. It's hard not to. So intention is not to shit on people like that. It's meant to inspire people and go, okay, well, what can I take away from this and do better for myself? If that's the sort of content you want to put out, and that's why, people like Chris Williamson, great example. Probably the only one example I can think of right now, to be honest. Sorry, I'm sure there are plenty of other great podcasters and people that we can listen to, but he's just one example I can think of where his content's not there to shit on people. It's not. It's there. He has meaningful conversation with people that people can take away and go, oh, okay. Like, you need those moments of, oh, okay, like a light bulb moment, and that's what it should be about. I've had like, and then there's absolute brain rot content out there as well about people just filming their lives like, oh, within the day, you're blah blah blah. What is there to inspire there? It's a reality that doesn't exist. This is a guy that's